Hey, it's Mr. Gray here. Happy Satin Saturday. It's been a very long day for me, and I'll explain why in a minute. Either way, I do want to thank in my last couple videos, on my last video, those who recommended actually using a torch lighter that you can get from the gas station. Something I did not know existed, but I appreciate it. You guys were correct. It does burn the shoe a lot quicker, so I was able to make a lot more progress with the shoe when I used a torch lighter. I will say once again, this video is not about this, and this is the last time we are going to talk about this sneaker because I'm sick and tired of talking about a sneaker. I do want to say one quick thing. I'm not a big fan of lighting this sneaker. I am glad I have a second pair coming that I will not touch. But one thing I would say, if you have not torched yours yet, I would actually advise cutting it instead, because if you cut it, it actually, to me, looks way better. So if you have not burned yours yet, I would say personally cutting it looks better, but burning it looks more like the upside down, the stuff that was in the upside down on Stranger Things. So whichever look you're going for, you just may want to keep that in mind. Once again, like I said, I personally feel that, I don't know if I can get that a little bit clear. I feel like, I cannot. I feel like cutting it is way better. I just used some scissors, cut through there with trying to be very careful not to cut the blue retro denim underneath. Anyway, enough of that sneaker. We will no longer talk about that sneaker. So let's talk about why I am tired and why this has been such a long day. Anyway, so once again, happy Satin Saturday. I had to drive a little bit over an hour away from where I live to get my Satins today. Reason being is because the Satins were very far and few in between. So the Foot Locker that I had to pick mine up was not even in my county, so I had to drive several counties over, like I said, over an hour to get mine. I have never owned any Satins before, and this isn't, I guess, really an in-depth review because there's not much difference to me in a Satin than a regular Jordan 1, except the fact that there's satin on it. But it does have a few unique features, and so this is really for those people who do not have one, never had a Satin, never touched a Satin, which till today was me. I was one person who never had a Satin, never touched a Satin. So, what do I think about it? First, let me give you a nice little shot here. I wasn't necessarily fully impressed by it at first, but when I first got in the store, I really didn't have a lot of time to take a look at it. Then I got home and I took a closer look at it. So I like this tongue kind of has, you know, the Yeezy 350 blue tints. This tongue kind of, and I don't know if that's something you can actually see on camera, it actually has kind of somewhat of a blue tint to it. I like. I can't say I've noticed that on any of my other shoes. If it's on the other shoes, I just, for some reason, I hadn't noticed it. Being, once again, this is my first Satin, I really do like it. I can't say I'm a big fan of this plastic Jumpman logo. It's plastic. I guess I would have liked the stitching that was on, you know, the shatter backboard Satins, or the other Satins that have come out. Also, the leather's not bad, but it's never bad. But what I'm saying is, it's not the shatter backboard satin leather. Of course, that is sale. This is not sale. But it's even despite the fact of it not being sale, it doesn't have that nice tumbled, soft, crushable, succulent, supple leather as is on the shatter backboards. I wish I had a shatter backboard by the way I'm talking. Either way though, I do love that gloss, that shine, that nice gleam that comes off of that satin. I didn't really think I was going to fall in love with the sneaker too much, but I am, as I see the light just shining and beautiful falling off of that satin. Anyway, where does this rank in my other shoes that have this colorway? I don't know. Let's see. Give me a second. 1 second. All right, so we have the homage to homes. I do not have the homage to home numbers, but I heard the leather on that is simply amazing. I'd say, I don't know, if we can give the leather levels, we'd say low, medium, and high, even though I think there should be more levels, but I don't have time to kind of pull that apart at this moment. I'd say the leather on these, I would say, will be somewhat close to mid-tier on the homage to homes, leather-wise, leather quality-wise. Gem Reds. I would say the leather on these, and you know what, it really differs on what part of the shoe you're talking about. Some of the shoe I would say is low-tier leather, and then some of it, you know, maybe the swoosh and up here around the back, around the heel, will be mid-tier. Then we go to the Spider-Man's Origins. I would say this would be a high tier, somewhere to me falling into the level of the shattered backboard and leather, tumbled, that nice tumbled leather. You should be able to see it right there. That would be I definitely say a high tier, not a mid tier. And then we have the Satins. I would say the leather on the Satins is definitely a mid to low tier. It's not bad. It's a great shoe still, guys. So, you know, careful. Don't get upset at the shoe if you haven't had it and you thought about getting it. But what upgrades it is that gleam that I just mentioned a while ago. That gleam, that nice shine falling off of that satin that I didn't think I was gonna fall for, but it just totally grabbed my heart. That right there to me is what upgrades it to a mid-ish high tier area, but once again, that does not include the leather. The leather to me is kind of a low to mid tier area. Either way, if I were to rank all of these, and I think I just did, I would say of the ones I have, I'd say Spider-Man, homage to homes, Gem Reds, and then, well, Gem Reds and Satins. I like my Gem Reds a lot. So anyway, the Satins are nice. If you can get them, I say get them. If you can't, then hopefully you have the Gem Reds or the Spider-Mans or the homage to homes. Either way, they're all great shoes in my book. This video wasn't meant to be really long. Thanks guys for tuning in. I apologize for all the Stranger Things videos. There was a little bit of confusion. I did clickbait you guys on my first one. Sorry, I do apologize. Hopefully you accept my apology. I know the internet can be cruel. I do want to thank my subscribers though for showing me some love, and I want to thank those people who gave me the idea to get a blowtorch lighter that I never knew existed. Anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully I should be seeing you sometime next week. Mr. Gray out.